Alrighty then. Here we go, y'all. Here it is. Boom. Let me get right into it. Set this as I get some clarity here. What's up with the camera, man? Can y'all focus in? Come on, what's wrong with the camera? Oh, hello. All right, it's tripping. Oh, because of this. I see. All right, so let me put this over here. All right, it's on and popping, y'all. All right, Kevin, anytime mindset specialist, director of Mindset Matters. This is the Mindset Matters channel. So if you like mindset, make sure you like and subscribe, all of that good stuff. All right, I got a good topic for y'all today. Okay, good topic today. Does something bad have to happen to you? Does something bad have to happen to you, man? You got to really think about that because most people most people only activate and change when something bad happens to them. So let's go over this scenario. Okay. Everything is cool. You're not really paying attention to your health, right? You go to the doctor, you like, you know what? I've been having this little pain in my stomach. All right. So I'm gonna go to the doctor. So I go to the doctor, go get some tests, go get some work done, and they like, oh, okay. The doctor come back in, he like, hey, I got some bad news for you. And you like, what? Hold on. And he said, okay, let me ask you a couple questions. When's the last time you worked out? You like, well, I don't know, I ain't worked out in a while. Okay, all right. um are you on any type of diet? Are you on some type of eating regimen, something like that? You're like, no, I just kind of, just kind of eat regular stuff. I kind of try and watch what I'm eating sometimes here and there. You're like, okay, well, you might want to change that. And you're like, okay, why? Come on, give me what's up. What's the problem? And he's saying, you got about 3 months before all of your organs start failing on you. And you say, why? What happened? Like, what's going on? What's the deal? Well, you haven't been taking care of yourself. You haven't been taking care of yourself, and you put yourself in this position to where now I can prescribe you some medicine to numb the pain, or you're gonna have to do these three different things. One is you're gonna have to meditate. Two, and I mean daily. All of these three things are gonna be daily. Two, you're gonna have to work out. You're gonna have to get in some type of physical exercise. And three, you're gonna have to change your diet. You're gonna have to actually pay attention to what you're eating. Now, in a scenario of that where this guy who has this lab coat on, he come in, he tell you, yo, this is what's going on in your life, this is what I saw based off of the records, this is what's going to happen to you in 3 months, which is technically a guesstimation because they really don't know. They can kind of get an idea and then make the most educated guess, but they really don't know specifics. He can't say, oh, okay, well, on 3 months from now, what's that? April, March, May 16th at 5 p.m. This is what's gonna happen. You're gonna have a heart attack. No, they can't do that. But they can give you a range of, like, if you on this trajectory, it's just like driving on a road. You know what time you're gonna get there based off of the miles per hour you're going. That's how you know you're gonna get there, right? And if you're going at that same speed, you go faster, you get in a shorter time frame, right? This is the exact same thing. If you take control now, knowing that you're on some type of road, you're on some type of trajectory. It don't matter if you pushing for whatever. No, it doesn't matter. It don't matter if you work in a job. None of that matters. What matters is you recognizing you're on a timeline and you're going in a particular trajectory, direction. You're either going like this or you're going like this, or you can be kind of bouncing up and down. You got to gauge that for yourself. You got to figure out, okay, what am I doing? What am I doing right now? Am I coming home every day sitting down for hours and just eating? That's detrimental to you. Why? Because you're not using your physical muscles. And over time, because you're not using your physical muscles, they go away and they deteriorate much, much faster than you using them. So you have to use them. It's important. It's very important. So you have to think inside of yourself every single day, what am I going to do to slow down that process? Now, you can say, I don't care. I don't care, man. I don't care. But is that the truth? Is that the truth? Are you being manipulated by instant gratification? Because that's a huge, major manipulator in this life right now. It will mess your whole brain up, your whole line of thinking. Because again, if you put yourself in that room, in that doctor's office, and you have to have some other dude say, look, you could possibly fade away in 3 months. If you need that to kind of shake you up, that's a problem. You want to prevent that from happening. Now, I can correlate this to a lot of different things. Let's move it to vehicles, because sometimes people do this with the vehicles too. You want to do preventive maintenance so that it doesn't break down. Don't wait for it to break down and then go, oh, okay, I got to repair it. I got to do these repairs. It is a lot of thought. It is a lot of thought power and processing and things to keep track of. But when the oil change comes up, first few times, they give you a few things extra that you could start working on. And you can say, oh, well, ain't nothing wrong right now. And yeah, you coming home, sitting down on the couch, you propped up, you eating. It don't seem like nothing wrong right now. Days is blurring by, everything's going around, and it doesn't seem like anything's happening right now. But then all of a sudden, one day when you decide in your mind, because your mind is not truly fully keeping track of everything that you need to do preventive maintenance on. It's not actively, consciously going through that process for you because you're thinking about other things. You're leading it in a different direction. But if you decide, okay, I'm going to have to actively start thinking about this now, that's going to change the game for you. Don't allow something bad to have to happen to you. That's why I always say, and I'm a strong, I put a strong resistance to it. Contrast is not necessary. It should not be necessary. It's only necessary because we're making it necessary. You really got to understand that. Contrast is only necessary because we're not consistently thinking to continue to improve ourselves. We're not consistently thinking, how do I get better each day? Which is the real correct genetic makeup of human beings. That's the way we should be thinking. You should be thinking, how can I get better every single day? This is why some people will go into the realm of saying, oh, I don't want to live forever. Why? Because they're not in an improvement mindset. They're not trying to improve themselves on a consistent basis every single day. Yes, are there times where you're like, oh, okay, I just want to take a break? Yes, but at the end of the day, you want your first and foremost thought to be, I want to consistently improve. I want to consistently improve. That is how you continue in life and feel fulfilled. Again, I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to keep saying it, y'all, because I'm a firm believer in this. Contrast is not necessary. I don't care what the gurus say. It's not necessary. It's only necessary because you making it necessary. Here's the contrast. You go into the doctor's office and the doctor tells you, oh, this is what's wrong. This is what's happening to you. Why though? Because you didn't go into the mindset of consistently improving. That's why. And if you go into that mindset, you never will need contrast. Sure, it may happen, but you never will need it to move you, which is why the title of this is Does Something Bad Have to Happen to You? That's what you really want to think about. You really truly want to think about that in your life. Does it have to? Does it have to happen to you? If you need something bad to happen to you in your life, that is a problem. You have a mindset problem. If you're not thinking about consistently improving every single day of your life, you have a mindset problem. That's just simply the truth. You shouldn't have to have bad things happen to you. So let's flip the scenario. You go to the doctor to have a checkup. He's like, man, you're younger than I thought, body wise. Your age tells me this, but your graph is telling me that you're younger. What great news! That also can propel you to go further. Some people might be like, oh, okay, let me step off the gas. That's not the right idea. You don't want to do that. You want to say, oh, okay, wow, how can I improve upon that? How can I get better at that? How can I move forward towards that? That's what we're looking for, y'all. That's why I am telling you contrast is not necessary. It's only necessary because you, from however your past history went, believe that you have to have something bad happen to you for you to make drastic changes. Tony Robbins, inspiration or desperation. He said that's the only time people activate. You either inspire to do so, which is the person who is consistently thinking of improvement, or you're in a desperate move I have to make, which is I go to the doctor's office and they tell me if I keep going like this, I'm at a high risk of having a heart attack. Or let's put it to the vehicle situation. Or my car starts making real bad noises, so okay, let me take it in. It's like no, it's mechanical machinery parts. And if you just look at all of the parts that are associated with the vehicle, you can say, oh, okay, this has a life expectancy of this has a life expectancy of this, and you just start repairing it accordingly. You can keep the same car for years. You can keep the same car for years if you continue to repair the processes. You don't have to get a new car every year. That's just simple facts. But that's what I'm saying. You got to really think. You got to really think about this stuff. Is contrast necessary? Does something bad have to happen to you for you to make drastic changes? If that's the case, you got to start thinking about your life and why you're making that your story. Because that's what you would be doing in essence. You're making that your story. Oh, something bad gotta happen to me for me to activate. No, that's the wrong way to think. That is the wrong way to think, y'all. Do not make that your mindset. You gotta get detailed. You gotta get subatomic within yourself. Think about your past history. Do you have to go to the doctor to be like, okay, well, let me see what's going on? And then after you go to the doctor and they tell you something bad, you be like, damn, okay, let me get my life together. No, don't do that. That's what I'm saying. Don't do that. Consistently force your mind to thinking, I want to improve every day. I want to improve every day. Every day I wake up, I want to improve. I want to get better than yesterday every single day. That is the line of thinking we need to actually gear our brains to start operating from. And I'm gonna talk till I'm blue in the face, y'all, because y'all don't get it, man. It's rough, dude. It's rough, but I'm telling you, you gotta go into that mindset. There's so many little different things that has happened to me. I've had a hernia that I've healed on my own, no doctor. And I'm not, this is dead serious. I had it. There was a bulge right above my pelvis, right in the pelvic area. And I was like, what? I started looking stuff up, figured out they was like, you gonna have to have surgery. I said, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. Having some type of surgery down in that area? No. What? Having somebody invade an incision in that area? No, I'm not for it. Sorry, I'm gonna have to figure out a different way. And I found a different way. And I fixed it. And I haven't had that problem since. Knee going out. The little problem I was having under here is still a little tender, but what? I was like, oh, Kev, guess what? We gotta start doing some pull-ups. We gotta start doing some push-ups. You've been slacking. I don't have to go to the doctor to tell me that. I didn't need that bad. Well, here's the thing. No, I did need that bad thing to happen to me. I couldn't pull stuff. And I was like, whoa, what the heck is going on? That was an alarm for me to be like, yo, Kev, guess what? We got to start doing some pulling exercises, buddy. We got to start doing some pushing and pulling exercises, buddy, because that mechanism, that motion, I should be able to do. What the heck is going on? Let's fix it. And guess what? 2 days, I was like, nope, we finna fix that. It was a sharp pain too, like somebody was jabbing a knife up under my arm here, right here. Every time I tried to pull something, I was like, oh my God. No, did I? And I'm not saying don't go to the doctor, but I'm telling you, you gotta be like, oh, okay, no, I gotta repair that. I gotta improve that. I gotta go into the mindset of improving myself every day. That's why I go play basketball. But that's an area of opportunity. I noticed, and when I start thinking about it, I'm like, oh, okay, I don't use my left arm a lot while I'm playing. So I'm gonna have to figure something out so that I make sure I hit that area. But once I start hitting that area, the pain went away. The knee problem I had, it was going out over and over and over again. But again, I had got overweight. I had got over my weight of my body that my body's been used to, right? And I tried to play basketball like I normally do. Jumped up for a rebound, came down, boom, my knee went out of nowhere. I was like, what the heck? My body was like, yo, we sending you a signal, buddy. You haven't been, you getting a little overweight, dog. You can't jump that high and expect to fall down and us to catch you. You haven't been working on it. So don't allow yourself to have these bad things to happen. Continuously think, how can I improve some way? What do I need to work on? And that's what I'm doing in every single dynamic, even with the business. It's like, no, the business not okay. I'm in a position where is the business doing great? No. Am I still gonna come on here and talk about mindset stuff? Absolutely, because I'm freaking, I don't care what's going on. I'm talking about this all day because people need to freaking hear this, dude. People need to hear this. And the thing that I love so much about me is feeling capable, feeling nimble, feeling super, feeling like, yes, I can do this. I will never not like that feeling. And because of that, I also realized that there's also a way to do that with your mind. And it gets very intricately detailed with certain stuff, like thinking about topics such as this. Do I need something bad to happen to me for things to change, for me to make drastic changes, for me to keep up with my diet, for me to work out, for me to, want to improve my relationship with my kids? Do I need my kids to be pissed at me, or do I need something? It's like, you got to think about that stuff. You have to consider those things over the course of your life and continuously try to get better in it. Try to get better in it. Continuously go in that direction. How can I get better with this? How can I improve this situation? Don't wait for something bad, because it's coming. It's coming, y'all. Time never stops. Time will never stop for you. And with that being considered, You have to try and keep up. That's all you can do is try and keep up with time. So in that process, force your thinking to now go in the realm of how do I improve as much as I can as time continues to progress? That's how you got to think, y'all. Do not let something bad happen to you to make you activate, because it's really not sustainable, to be honest with you. You know, that the scenario I gave where the person goes into the doctor and they like, oh man, because of your lack of working out, and they really don't tell you like that. But that's really, at the end of the day, that's what it is. Because of your lack of working out, because of your lack of attention to your diet, and because of, shoot, some of it is a lot of your mindset, because of the way you're mentally thinking right now, which is why you should do I am affirmations, which is why you should do things that help you speak that positive self-talk, which is why you should do that, because there's a lot of negativity in our heads. There's a lot of negativity around that's coming into our vicinity. There's a lot of negativity just in general. So do you need him to say, well, because of all of that stuff, there's a possibility that you might have a heart attack very soon? Do you need somebody to say that? Or can you already know, okay, I need to make sure that I continue to improve, period. Period. Just period. Just let me try my best to continue to improve every single day, period. Again, some people, I don't want to live forever. And it's like, because you don't want to consistently improve. If you want to consistently improve, there's no end to it. There's no end to it. There's no end to improving. I don't care how long you got. There's no end to improvement. Zero. You can improve on so many different things. Pick one. All right. So listen, I'm gonna leave y'all with this, y'all. Okay. Like I always say at the end of every video, if you want to catch these videos, I'm on here every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 a.m. Arizona time. All right. This is the Mindset Matters channel. I'm always talking about mindset topics. I'm here to help you to think about your life, because I really like mine. I really like my body. I like how my life goes. I like how I think. I really like it. So, with that, I share these ideas of things that I think about when I'm meditating on specific things. Like, dang, okay, does something bad have to happen to you, Kev, for you to activate? No, let's get it. Right? Again, at the end of every video, what I say is mindset. Mindset matters more than anything else. What your mind is set on. What is your mind set on? And you have to dive into yourself to figure that out. And that's why I created the Institute, y'all. It's because the meditation, the questions, the affirmations, the system that I have built for y'all is for you to tune into yourself so you can start asking questions like this, because it's necessary. It's super extra necessary. Okay? But I'm also going to tell you, also at the end of every video, focus on the good. Why? Because the negative's always going to be there. Okay? The negative is always going to be there. Here's what I'm going to tell you, is to focus on the possibilities. That's what focusing on the good means. Focus on the greater possibilities of things. Again, do not go into the realm of, oh, I knew this bad thing was going to happen. Who cares if you're right about that? Who cares? You know how silly that is to say, "Oh, I knew I was gonna break my hip, or I knew I was gonna fall off, or I knew I was gonna get fired." How stupid is that, y'all? I'm dead serious. I don't mean to be harsh, but I'm telling you, how stupid of thinking is that? Really think about it. And I know I used to do this. I still maybe sometimes do it. That's ridiculous thinking. That's ridiculous thinking. One day I thought about that. I was like, wait a minute, what? Why am I happy that I knew that something bad was going to happen? That makes zero sense. I would rather cling to hope. I would rather be happy that something did happen. And if it don't, just be like, oh man, I thought it was going to happen. I was hoping that it was gonna happen. You don't want the disappointment. You want to be right so bad that you don't want the positive disappointment of being like, dang, well, hey, I was hoping for the best. What? You'd rather be like, I knew it. I knew they were gonna I knew everything was gonna be terrible. I knew it. Yeah. What the fuck? Right? Don't I sound when I put it like that, that sounds ridiculous. Right? That sounds ridiculous. But that's the reality of it. That's when I broke it down. I was like, oh, I gotta never try to do that ever again. That makes no sense at all. What am I doing? What am I doing? All right. So focus on the good, y'all. Love you guys very, very much. All right. Again, on here every Tuesday and Thursday, 7:30 or 8:30 a.m. Arizona time. We talk about mindset topics. I will have another topic for you next Tuesday. Have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you guys next time. Anytime. Out.